Welcome to Center of Light, all my friends. Again, it's important for me, that I express my aim is to always be that. Clear, crystal clear. That way the light of Creator can move through us effortlessly, unencumbered, unblocked. That's what we're speaking about tonight. Center of Light real. What's that red on my face? Something bit me? Center of Light real. Feel, deal, heal. It's good to see you again, to be with you. I'm bleeding. I'm blooding. Life precious blood. Welcome to Center of Light, everybody. Good to see you. Hello, Paige. Hello, Nathalie. Christian Hoffman. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Christian Hoffman. Happy birthday to you. I said birth. Get that little hiney panked. What's up, Dana? Carmen DeShaw. Sana Kelly Gale. Welcome everyone to Center of Light. Hello. Let's see what's happening in the YouTube world. Nobody yet. Kristen says, hi all. Hi Keith. Been looking forward to catching one of these shows again live. Well, thank you, brother. Thanks again for the birthday wishes. You're welcome. Everyone, if you would, please share this. In the top of this forum, you'll see a group of links. The first one is to hire me for a spiritual session, reading, counseling, whatever it is you call that thing that you want to help you get to the space we're going to be speaking about tonight, is getting to a space that's truly real. It may not be real yet, but we're going to get there. We're going to feel our way, and then we're going to deal with it, and then we're going to heal. Hello, Danish. She says, Yanavaj. Center of Light, real, feel, real. Center of Light, real, feel, deal, heal. We grow from mistakes. When we make them, then the consequence is growth, expansion, and rebirth every single time we make them. If this statement is false, we would be the same as we were before we made those very mistakes. Have you touched a hot plate lately? Hello, Wendy. Hello, Ricky Vito. So we learn from mistakes. It's common knowledge. Let's really look at that. How many times did it take you to stop touching a hot plate? Not long, did it? But why are those things still existing in our life that is a metaphorical hot plate and we keep touching them? Did we not get burned, so to speak, bad enough? Maybe it was on a low temp. Ooh, that's kind of hot. And now the fire's up. Let me tell you how high the fire is actually. This is really going to bake you, noodle. Speaking of fire and baking. Reality lines are changing. Timelines are shifting.
Go where no man has gone before.
And you don't have a choice in the matter. Reality lines are changing. They're cross-fading. Some of them are completely dividing. Timelines are shifting. People are moving on to the next experience. You may or may not be in their experience as they or may not be in yours. Basically, from a vibrational standpoint, you can bet that they and we are becoming invisible to each other. I wrote it out real fast. I vesseled it real fast. Basically, from a vibrational standpoint, the great divide is happening. Certain people you never thought would leave your life, or they're moving out of town, so forth and so on. From a vibrational standpoint, you and they are becoming invisible to each other. Well, I'm not really invisible to them, and them to me, because they just happen to move out of town. Can you see them? This is happening on all levels. Tonight is Center of Light, real. Feel, deal, heal. My brother Tony Meharry's chiming in, so let me send him an invite. So welcome everyone to Center of Light. Tonight we're going to be talking about becoming centered, which is very integral to this place, this space we are in. Wendy says, I am apparently a slow learner. Thank you for being honest and funny. Hello, Sana. Right there, being clear. So we're going to be speaking about feeling in order to get to dealing with the situation, hopefully before it becomes a situation. See, like me, I can't shut the machine off, nor would I ever dare. But I can't shut the machine off. I'm always processing, looking for stuff in my filing cabinet that needs to be reviewed. And from there, we move from feeling, dealing, and then we can step into the arena of healing. Well, Keith, I feel pretty good. Fantastic. Tell me all your secrets. I want to know them. I'm speaking about taking the time to move into no time. That space that when we use the grace given to all of us, we can begin to live in the garden of forever. Oh my God, put that on your sandwich. An extra amount. When we take the time to live in no time is only when we can step into the garden of forever. It's truly now and never. Gail says it's scary. People do not feel the same. Okay, now that you expressed that, this is exactly what tonight's show is about. So thank you, Gail, for leading the way. It's scary, okay? Now what? Now what? What lies beyond the fact that it's scary? I hope that you are, and all of us move to the next level of, oh my God, because there does exist another reality, and that reality that lies beyond, oh my God, is now what? The reality that exists beyond, oh my God, exclamation point, is now what? So we are also, as children of the light, adults of the light now, or at least adolescents, we have to move to the next level. Okay, certain things that happen in your life, our life, individually, collectively, it grabs us and says, I got your attention now. We say, yes, Father, Mother. No matter what, it is constant. It doesn't break. It doesn't shake. It doesn't forsake anyone either. The law is the law. So when we go, oh my God, in order to graduate, to cross the bridge to the soul, you have to go from, oh my God, which is okay for the first response, the blow, if you will. Then you have to be the one that blows back, putting the God breath into your new creation, which is, I'm leaving, oh my God, to now what? Hello, Pri. Hello, Rina. That's the arena, Rina, and everyone, including me, that we must walk in. No amount of guilt, pain, suffering, feeling bad, feeling sorry for someone is going to change anything. No amount of guilt, hello Peter Coyle, no amount of guilt, pain, suffering, sacrifice that is at one's own cost of peace will change nor help anyone else. Always remember that. No amount of feeling bad. I understand the initial blow. Oh my God, that hurt. Of course it hurts because you're a human being and you're compassionate. If there's nothing you can do, why worry? If there's something you can do, why worry? So we get lost in this narcissist, I guess would be a good word, loop This unchanging dynamic of going from worry to glory. Worry to glory. So even though it seems like we're most helpful here by caring about those who we have no control over to care for, when we graduate to now what? Now we can truly be now here to do monumental work as opposed to what we thought we can do when we were here unconsciously in worry. That's the gig. Peter Coyle says, I can't share you, Keith, till Tuesday. I saw that you got my brother Peter Coyle, I'm going to play his song here in a minute. He got Facebook hiney spanked. I'm laughing with you, not at you. Well, I am sort of laughing at you because it happened to me recently. So I know what it's like. Center of light real. Feel. Like Gail said, it's painful. Feel it. Okay, now what? In order to be able to seal the deal of the heel, we have to step into the deal. Okay, I feel it. Oh, it doesn't feel so good. That's okay. It's honest. Because your feelings are your barometer. It's your meter to ever move higher. Ah, this doesn't feel good. Ah, this feels good. So I have a gauge. I have a GPS, a God positioning system. A God planting system. Situation. I feel it. I like it. Great. I feel it. I don't like it. Great. Now what are you going to do? So what you do is you deal with it. Feel, deal, heal. I feel it. It moves me off of my center. Now it becomes your responsibility to take your hand off that hot plate and come back to center where feeling good is key. And in so doing, you can deal with it. And as you deal with it, increment by increment, interval by interval, as you move inward, increment, interval, now you can actually see what you truly have to work with. Wow, all this is raw energy. All this is unsculpted clay. It's just potential energy. And now you begin to manipulate it, mold it, if you will, transform it, transfigure it, fashion it, mold it. Now you can make it what you want. So the question simply becomes, what is it you want? Do you want to feel blissful, or do you always want to feel haunt, as they said back in the what you call the 70s? I'm feeling haunt. So once you understand these very simple, basic, mathematical formulas or principles, if you will, they are the divine principles because they always revolve around zero, center, the 0 point, nothing, which is actually everything. It's nothing is the empty space between everything. Nothing is the empty space between everything. Nothing is the empty space between everything. And because you are now living in the garden, child of light you are, as your divine parent has instructed you, because you are a chip off the old block, aren't you? Now you can be the creator of this experience and bring forth that which you want as an adherence to something beautiful, possible, and perfect. You are perfect in every way. This is tonight's presentation. Center of light getting real. Feel where you are with anything. Deal with it. And then healing becomes a byproduct. A BY product versus a BUY product. Needing to buy a product to help me feel like I'm healing. BUY product, I got to purchase something. Hello, sheeple. I'm saying that about myself. But it naturally becomes a byproduct when we become feeling beings and dealing beings the instantaneous thing that begins to happen, it may seem to take what we call time for it to anchor. Understandably so. Should it not be? How many years have you all been living with this mindset or these mindsets that brought you to the space in your life to where it's now saying repeatedly, yet again, with all fervor, muster, tenacity, cojones, if you will, hi, remember me? I'm not going anywhere this time. I will constantly sit on your shoulder and nag at you. Why would I nag at you if I love you? Well, that's the very reason I'm going to do that. Because I'm trying to, with going at full force to say, feel, deal with your issues. There are waves of difficulty coming. Heal it, and you will find yourself separating from many, many people. Does it make you better? It just makes it factual. And center of light real. As you have chosen to feel, deal, and now you can heal. People will suddenly move away from your experience. Many people will die. Or have they truly died? Or does it appear to you in your timeline that they have died, when truly, in the split, they're somewhere else living this reality continually? How does that feel to you? There's nothing anyone can do to change the truth of the matter. Nothing. People are leaving relationships. People are leaving family units. People are simply moving. People are doing this. People are doing that. And guess what? To these people, you are one of them doing the very same. You are part of their group that's leaving their life and also moving into other people's experience. Nothing will ever change this truth. Whether you are absolutely clear or completely aloof. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, Pam Morgan Worth. Robert Harrison, Tracy Newbacher, Steve Cobb, my brother Link. Let me see who's here in this fashion. Dana, Link, Carolyn, Pri, Kelly, Wendy, Peter Coyle, Sana, Gail, Nathalie, Kristen. I need some water. So tonight we're speaking about real, feel, deal with it, and then healing becomes a simple consequence, a simple response, something else that unfolds other than the nonsense that requires us to react. In fact, we're in quarantine because of it. Quarantine is actually quite liberating, is it not? Yeah. Let's see what time it is. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to play a song by my beautiful friend, Mr. Peter Coyle. And then we're going to get into some divine principle reading. July 31st, 2020. Crossing the Bridge to the Soul. Going to be released. I can use your support. Peace, love, and eat some. Oh my God! I just bought these tomatoes from Aldi's. They're called. I think they're called Jewels. I can't stop eating them. It's like candy. I'm addicted to them. Hello, Nori Love. Going to be right back. My brother Peter Coyle is going to sing us a song that he wrote called "Love Is Here." It's here to stay. Check them out. We'll be right back. Center of light, real, heal. And it can only happen by feel in dealing with the situation. We're going to get thick. So for whatever reasons, that video is not in my queue, but it's labeled. So since tonight we are speaking about feeling, the very first song that Bernard from Lavender Soul and myself wrote, we said a prayer. The very first song that Bernard and I wrote, we said a prayer. And the prayer was, Father, Mother, Let us become healing instruments for the spiritual music of the universe. And then we sat down, picked up the guitar, started playing this very slow minor key kind of getting that stuff versus a happy key, which is major. So we got into a minor key, and the song is called Feel. Tonight is Center of Light, Real, Feel, Deal, Heal. Live in the Soul. Be right back. 1 second. I'm trying to. That's not going to happen either. How about some Angel of Love just because?
She turned to me and told me life was not too easy unless you can let go. I lay surprised at the simpleness of her soul. Wasting away in a sea of uncertainty. She had stayed with me for days. I needed love in so many different ways. And as I watched, she floated through the room. And as I cried, she was there to dry them too. Hold me and don't let go. Hold me. Never leave. Never leave. Angel of love, will you always be with me so I can let go? Reveal to me the beauty of your soul. I turned away, her light was so blinding, the energy of her love. She said goodbye and turned into a dove. As I watched, she floated through the room. And as I cried, she was there to dry them too. Hold me and don't let go. Hold me. Never leave.
Welcome to Center of Light, my friends. Good to see you. We're going to get right down to business. I'm going to play Peter Coyle's song here a little later. I set it up. It was there and whatever. So thank you, Peter, for your contribution to this beautiful world, my beautiful brother, with your beautiful piece of heart. Tonight we're speaking about Center of Light real. Feel, deal, heal. Feel it, deal with it, and naturally healing becomes a natural process, part of the process. Hello, Kenny K, my brother. Hello, Linda. Again, feel what's happening in your life at any point about anything. Look at it honestly and deal with it versus I'm going to get over it in the 2 weeks, you move and you're okay. That's still there. And when you do this natural part of the process, healing becomes a byproduct. BY product versus BUY product. Having to buy a product to fill a hole that we feel inside. So what we do is we go in the hole to find our very wholeness. So we deal with the conundrum and then healing begins to happen. We become expanded. From my bestseller, The Divine Principle, Anchoring Heaven and Earth, Spirit and I's Dialogue. Spirit, let me change the music. Let me try this here. Something new. Can everybody hear me against the music? Okay. From The Divine Principle, my book, the bestseller, Spirit and I's Dialogue. Spirit says, Spirit will begin to move within you. This all pertains to now. Even though it pertains in a timely fashion, it definitely pertains to now. Spirit will begin to move. This was in 1996. Spirit will begin to move within you and give you something far beyond what you could dream up on your own. You have heard the saying, it takes one to know one. In such a way, the self will see its own beautiful self. The true miracle, for I am everywhere. As you endeavor to see and be God's miracle, you will come across many keys that fit many doors, but only one will release you from the emptiness that you feel. Feel. Kevin Renando says buying shoes is healing, Keith. I get you, sis. That's brilliant. Hello, Larry. I'm still waiting to hear from my brother, Larry Flaxman. Good to see you, Larry. Hope you and yours are well. Continue with my message from Spirit in 1996 from The Divine Principle. As you endeavor to see and be my miracle, you will come across many keys that fit many doors, but only one will release you from the emptiness that you feel. And I ask the question, which one is it? Knowing something is up. The one that opens the door leading to the void where miracles can happen. And I say, but it's so scary to go there. Spirit says, I know you feel intimidated, but I assure you that if you're willing to go through hell to get to heaven, the divine that occupies these seemingly empty spaces will be revealed to you. Hello, Rhonda. She says, crystals it is for me. And I say, well, that's easy for you to say because you're a spirit. And it says, know that I understand your reluctance to confront the abyss of your own demons. That being said, do it anyway. For I am here within you in places where you are not yet present within yourself to give you what only I can. That feeling that everything is okay. All you need to do is let go and expand your awareness until you recognize the sureness of that. What's up, Jeff? And I ask Spirit, will you walk with me right by your side, beloved? Now close your eyes. Let's all try this. I have to read, so close your eyes. Really, everyone do this. Kristen says, my bank account disagrees with healing. Everyone close your eyes. Participate. Close your eyes and think of something that is really troubling you. Hello, Lewis. Close your eyes and think of something that is really troubling you. Just breathe in and out evenly for a few minutes to fall deeper into yourself. Breathe in and out. Breathe into this experience. This thing that you've called up that troubles you. Financial relationship and dismay or this or that. Whatever just seems to be in the front of the lot. Breathe in and out and you call this up. So now we're going to move into the real. Because we're going to feel the deal. Then we're going to deal with the deal. And the natural product from such is heal. Close your eyes and think of something troubling you. Breathe in and out. Fall deeper into yourself. Take notice of any of those negative feelings that come up. Then, with your last exhale, release your troublesome thought to the universe and listen carefully, Keith. Do you hear it? Hello, Dane. And I say, hear what? And Spirit says, the soft voice of the soul whispering its wisdom into your heart. And I say, I've been able to do this before when I've meditated on some issues, but I can't seem to consciously make the connection on this one. And Spirit says beautifully, then you must go even deeper to discover where your demon dwells. When you find it, it will probably look like a scared child cowering in a corner. But do not be fooled by its appearance and do not attempt to offer it pity, because it can and will take advantage of you. If you must use another intense visualization to yank your demon out of your subconscious, then offer it up to the light of consciousness and watch it melt like the vampires you have seen in the movies. When you begin to see through all of your illusions, the beauty that has always been there will humble you. The circle of light will then curve back within you, and suddenly God will be present for you at a conscious level. Spirit continues. Be conscious of keeping your breathing just as steady and even as you possibly can. Not only while you are meditating, but all the time. When you begin to live your life with this relaxed, letting go kind of feeling and a willingness to lose everything to gain yourself, you will have joy and complete trust where there was none before. And that space you've been looking for to expand will do just that. You must also stop reaching for other things first and then God when it's convenient for you. Perhaps you have been trying to seek me with all that wanting, but it is your idolatry that has actually kept you from my infinite bounty. Spirit poses this question to me. Now I have a question for you, Keith. Since I've done all my best to tell you of the joy, prosperity, and intuitive powers that await you, why do you still settle for the ordinary? Do you think that's all you can have? All you deserve? I thought and felt that my life's been ordinary for so long, at least until recently. Spirit says, yes, you have stayed in that comfort zone of yours only to find that nothing ever seems to change. No wonder you have wondered, why am I not happy and at peace like I know I could be? The reason is that you are still thinking too much and not feeling enough. For you to ever know your own capacity for love, you must learn how to stay out of your believing head and to steer your life only with your knowing heart. But I caution you, Keith, as you effort to become more of a feeler, you may find yourself thinking about your past of suicide. You may find yourself thinking about your past times of suicidal despair, those times when you totally shut off your ability and willingness to feel anything. And I say, I really don't like that place. Ah. But that is exactly the place you need to get to, because that is where your unaddressed issues are buried. The ones that have caused you so much grief, the ones that must be changed for you to reach that very peace. Continuing forward. How pleased I am that you are beginning to see at last that acknowledging any pattern is the halfway point to change. The other half, as you also know by now, is to keep doing the actual work, to totally commit your new ways of resisting every temptation to go back to the old. This is where we are. We want to get out. Rather, we should want to be in, to feel, deal, and heal. And many of us are doing that. We are truly in a space of distraction, beautifully. It requires non-reaction, but taking action by simply observing, by pulling back and seeing. So when we see that which is real in the form of feel, then we can deal with it in a very real way. And then real healing begins to happen. How pleased I am that you're beginning to see that acknowledging any pattern is the halfway point to change. The other half, as you know by now, is to keep doing the actual work, to totally commit to your new ways of resisting every temptation to go back to the old. Hold yourself steady as you would a magnifying glass in the sun. A little longer each time until a clearer image of your path is burned into your consciousness. Know that just because the sun sets does not mean that your day's work is done. Changing your life patterns is a 24/7 job. One more thing that you have not yet learned as you played life over and over is how assigning guilt, those bad people out there doing that bad thing. One more thing you have not yet learned as you play life over and over is how assigning guilt to someone only nullifies your own power and leaves all of you with hopeless, angry thoughts. One more thing you have not yet learned as you played the game of life over and over is how assigning guilt to someone only nullifies your own power and leaves all of you with hopeless, angry thoughts. Hello, Carl. So here's another guideline for all of you. Each time you point your finger at someone else, you might as well be pointing it at yourself. With my guidance, maybe this time you will be able to stay centered, to be able to feel, to deal with our own internal problems from whenever they were started and into our future, so we can heal, feel, deal with it, heal with it. With my guidance, maybe this time you will be able to stay centered in your heart so that when karma does show up again, hello, you will not do what you have always done before. React. Maybe this time you will do your best to forgive and love simply just because you can. Dearest, what you and everyone should want to be overcome by is that, aha, I got it, feeling. And you get that when you come from love, not from fear. You will not believe how much easier it is to carry the divine torch of enlightenment through life than it is to bear the burden of ignorance, pain, and fear. And I ask Spirit, so what should I be paying attention to? Your feelings, Keith, your feelings. Because how you feel will let you gauge the thoughts that you are choosing. As long as you stay in your mind, the outside world can influence you to make more bad choices, and that will only delay your time of divine, infinite peace. And are you ready for this one? I say this to Spirit in 1996. But what's out there seems so real. Yes, beloved, the physical world is temptingly convincing. But when you realize that when you realize that it does not exist for you, if you are not there to acknowledge it, if you keep on investing yourself in the outside world, which by its very nature is forever in a state of flux, how can you expect to ever become still enough to find my peace within yourself? And I ask Spirit, who knows? And God says, I do. And I say, really? Then tell me when. And God says, when you choose to, Keith. When you choose to. You create your reality in every moment by your own perceptions, judgments, and actions. Peace is a state of mind. Bliss is a state of heart. Heaven is a state of being. Carl Leperoux says, you are so right. Too often we let our familiar past become our predictable future. And in the present moment, we are in jail. Lincoln says, I can now look at the darkness of my past as a beautiful healing lesson. There is nothing else. Christian says, blaming others stops you from moving yourself forward. Inward, we feel. Something's coming through. I don't know how. I know. I want to share this with you. I felt this packet of light. This is what it's like for me. This is what it's like for you when you're doing that joyful thing you love to do. Is it not? You don't know what you're doing. In fact, you don't know how you're doing it. You're just doing it. Because in your love is inherent in everything. And in the everything is you knowing how to do it. So me doing this thing by sitting here and being a platform, if you will, a vessel, puts me in a space of love, and I feel a package of light coming through, and it sounds something like this. Center of light, real, feel, deal, heal. I've often said in my presentations, inward is upward, upward is forward, and forward is toward or something. 4 components, and 4 components as they marry. Tom, Dick, and Harry, and the 4th one is Clem. Inward would be that which brings it to a space of center of light, real. This is the center. The light is within you. Center of light's presentation tonight is real. That's real. Inward, which helps us to move upward. Believe it or not, the heart is actually higher than the mind. So as we move into the real, inward, which is upward, we move into a space of being able to feel. And as we go from upward, we move forward because we take steps that we, in our dealing with the situation. Dear Lord, this is delicious. And our destiny is always forward, which brings about an expansion in one's own healing. Inward is real, which brings us upward to the capacity to be able to feel, which brings us forward every step we take so we can deal with our ongoing, incessant, unresolved issues, which brings us to our divine birthright, our infinite destiny. Either now or gazillions of years later, we will all arrive back to infinity. That is healing. That is dealing with the situation. Hello, Christopher Bingham. Hello, Tara. My brother Peter Coyle says, might be focused on the possibilities of life. We can change our minds better, people, once we believe in love and cleanse ourselves from soul to bones. That being said, I'm going to play, it's going to take me about 30 seconds to set up. I'm going to play this song by my brother, Mr. Peter Coyle. It's about feeling. What is real is when we feel. When we feel, we can deal with the unresolved issues, even those we think that we're complete with. Close your eyes, tap in, and say, do I have any unresolved issues? And Spirit will tell you, I swear to you, immediately. You remember that time when you were 16? it would naturally show up. So in this moment, it's not a remembering. In fact, lots of memories are truly unresolved issues. Because when we operate on the higher levels, we don't even begin to entertain those things. Remember when you were 16? Right? Real. Feel. Deal. Heal. Real. Feel. Deal. Heal. Wow. I am illuminating right now. Let me set up this beautiful song for my brother, Mr. Peter Coyle. Give me about 30 seconds. I'll be right back.
Love has been there for the one. Love is here, it's here to stay. It's here for everyone around the world, each and every day. Love is true, love is pure. And if you find yourself in love, my friend, you'll feel the love for sure. Love is you, love is me. Love is everything about your life that makes you wanna be. Yeah, love is here, it's here to stay. Yes, love is love. Love is waking with a smile each day when things ain't going right. Love has been there for the ones you love through darkness into light. Love has seen the world around you for the great place that it is. Love has been there for each other when there's problems with the kids. Love is here, it's here to stay. It's here for everyone around the world, each and every day. Love is true, love is pure. And if you find yourself in love, my friend, you'll feel the love much more. Love is you, love is me. Love is everything about our lives that makes us wanna be. Yeah, love is here, it's here to stay. Yes, love is love. Yeah, love is here, it's here to stay. Yes, love is love.
People listen to me as I sing this song for you. The message that I'm bringing is one of hope and truth. Inside, that's where the love lies. Feel visits that I bring is wrong. And in your heart, that's where you'll find the truth. Inside, that's where the love lies. Listen to me.
Welcome back to Center of Light, all my friends, on this beautiful God. I don't even know what day of the week is. Sunday night. Good to see you, my beautiful friends, my tribe. Our tribe belongs to all of us. It's our divine birthright to be blissful, expanding into infinity human beings, divine human beings. Tonight is Center of Light real. Feel, deal with it, and then naturally healing becomes some part of the process. Nothing else to do. Change the music. I want to bump it up. Gonna get out here shortly and hang out with my beautiful son. Let's see what this is. Welcome to Center of Light. My brother Keenan Lane saying, what's going on, brother? What's up, Aim Sandwich? What's up, Rob Cooley? Carla Holy? Joe? Tara, Danielle, and fall inside. Perfect. Always is. Even your bad situation. What are you willing to do with it? Becomes the question and the equation that you can place yourself in, only to find a resolve, the sum of one, which is the parts. Are you part of that program? A new program, not malware, but one that boots up, immunes your spiritual PC called your biotrack, your body, from soul all the way to the back, bone, ya, na, va, as you move to the real, inward, which moves you upward, which moves you to the feel capacity. Remember, feeling is higher than the thinking, which moves you forward as you deal with it to your divine birthright destiny. As you naturally integrate and heal with it, what else is there for you to do? No matter your creed, code, walk, talk, or sect, religion, culture, there are no more excuses, honestly. And since we're being honest, have you been with yourself? Have you been dealing with yourself? Do you want the all of yourself? Ask yourself that very simple question. How much of my true self do I really want? Oh my gosh, you may be saying. Spirit gave you a love nugget. How much of my true self do I really want is the question you should all be asking within yourself. Fire that thing off. Become the spiritual Ferrari that you know you are. But why are you holding back? Have you been dealing with the situation? Close your eyes at some point in your day. Is there something I need to resolve, Spirit? Suddenly, when you were 16, shows up and says, remember that time when you did this thing? Remember that time that you feel ongoingly guilty because of that said thing you didn't do? This belongs to you, and you can never leave it. Though many people will be separating from you in your life through what you call death, though in another timeline they may still be alive. Either way, people are becoming invisible from everyone, as you are they, and they are you. Together you sit in this which is now due upon you to say, So those people who may be leaving your life, you can move into peace or deeper levels of grief and or strife and feel bad for those very things that have been named throughout this presentation for you. So now we're going to present something else different to you. A brand new model. Actually, it's an ancient one, and you've been hearing it for quite a while. How often do you resort back to feeling? Well, I feel all the time when something moves me in one way or the other. This is not what we are referring to, dear one. What we as spirit and the other fragments of spirit that are all around you all the time are sharing with you is that when you consciously and deliberately choose to feel a something from beginning to the end, from the alpha to the omega, suddenly, within the silence, the new world appears. You can call that God. And it's not so much the even, it's more of the I. The even is what you have been used to. Get used to the I. And even so, you will find yourself balanced in the even yet again. There are so many facets of what you really are. You are loved, nurtured, supported, pushed, nudged into the arena yet again. That you find yourself in the ongoing conscious spin of evolution. But now you find yourself in a revolution, do you not? It is what's required, but not in the way you may think. Stop thinking as we have been telling you. Feel this revolution. This is the revolution of feeling. The feeling revolution. And your evolution towards your resolution. And a brand new constitution, again, that is your divine birthright. On this night, you are given a template. You are given encodings, star language, light language, all these different binary codes, trinary codes, quad codes that you can't even begin to understand that supersedes the language that you think you are hearing. Are we spearing right to your heart, beloveds? I think we are. A long pause, I know. It's purposeful, deliberate, important, integral, and much needed. And it's very well seated with everything you could possibly need even beyond all those things you claim that you needed. The new breed of human being you are becoming. And it's becoming of you. And it's becoming on you. And we might add, it is definitely upon you. Many of you in this moment can feel spirit drape you with a cloak. Do you not feel that? No big deal, so to speak, if you don't feel it. But nonetheless, you are being draped with a garment of divine light. So what this is saying is back to the purpose of this presentation on this night, which is center of light. The center, God lives in everyone. That which lives in each and every one creates worlds and universes. No more time for rehearsals. But you must begin to disperse your best, because equally the worst can come. You move in, you win. You move out, there's all doubt. You move in, you spin. You move out, it becomes all about a old malware program. If you will, a virus malware program. You can call it COVID-19. You can call it whatever you like. Trojan horse, if you will. You have all been infected. Now it is the time that you all become infected with something new and affected to that which is due. And we hope that this affects you on every possible level to your possibility of understanding the message that is encrypted on so many different levels. But it requires you to fall into that which is real, to move upward so you are able to feel, to move forward to deal with the ongoing conundrums, so that naturally you move to your destiny and begin to heal effortlessly. 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 You may not understand what's happening in all of this. Good. Actually, excellent. You're doing it correctly, if you will. It's not meant for you to understand. It's not meant for you to figure out, but to figure things inward. Not figure out, figure in. This is where you win. Figure out is where you doubt. And you will get slammed without a doubt every time. Every single possible time. Because there is no more time. There is no more time. So what Spirit is offering to you, again, differently. Same ideas spun differently. Don't try to figure it out. Don't live with doubt. Let things be as they are. Leave them alone. And many of you fire off immediately in an unconscious way, but you don't understand. Exactly. You don't understand. And Spirit can only mirror to you what you lay on the table. How is your hand? Do you have a boat? A full house? Do you have four of a kind? Or simply, do you have a pair? Are you living dual split? A pair of ideas. This is what I hope to happen. This is what I pray does not. Either way, you have been praying. And either way, we have been saying, your best ploy is to leave everything alone. Appreciate it. Basically, take the disposition of simply watching it all unfold as if it was no different from the movie you watched last night. That was so realistic, you were pulled into it only to realize when it was over, wow, what an exhilarating ride of a movie that was. Well, in this case, you don't want to get to the ride to feel the exhilaration of, wow, that was a movie that I've watched. You want to become the conscious participant, and you will do that by participating and becoming that. Clear. I feel so clearly. I hear so dearly. And that which is my divine lover is nearly to me. Feel your way to the garden. Feel your way. Feel your way back home. It's not seeing. It's not expecting of something. But expect in your feeling that you will find your way home. You're not broken. Do you want a greater degree of joy? Then it requires a greater capacity of yourself to feel that very joy into existence. Do you have the persistence it takes to chip away at the stone to reveal your own inner David? You are loved beyond measure. It is my pleasure. You are a treasure to me. Suddenly through the silence, the new world for you will simply appear. But you have to be clear. Stop thinking. Just appreciate. Allow. Accept. And in so doing, we appreciate, allow, and accept ourselves. Which creates real, feel, deal, heal. The world's getting noisy. We will have a breath to collect. Collect yourself. Protect yourself. And I don't mean from fear. Simply do that by being clear. But is this really going outside in the world? It doesn't matter. This is what's going on inside of me in the causal universe. That's your goal. Peace, love, and light.